Hello, everyone. Diana Rankin here. I always am just kind of sitting there waiting as it goes around and around. I have a new modem, and actually, it seems to be slower, but I'm sure it's not. Anyway, hello from Piper and me. We are actually having a very warm day. It's one of the warmest days we've had all summer here in rural central southwestern wherever Ohio. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Miss Mayweather. So good to see both of you. Sheila saying hello to everyone, as is I have to stop and say how Miss Mayweather, I have to stop and you've spelled it out for me. And right now it's not coming your first name, so forgive me. Um Akelia. No, I'm not saying it. Aquila. I was close. Aquila. I said Akelia, and it's Aquila. Thank you. I so appreciate that. I remembered it, and then I just had a brain fog right there. So Aquila, thank you so much. And um, Jacardia Marie says, "Yay, caught you live." Well, yes, I love those of you who are able to come live, and we have people coming live from all over the world, so that's kind of exciting too, as well as here in the US. Well, and you see who's back there sleeping. And I want to also say again, Miriam, if you're listening, I apologize. With August, I cut you off at the very end as if you were saying something very kind and lovely, and I didn't mean to cut you off. I just had already started pushing the button when you were writing, so I apologize for that. Carol B says, greeting to all. And Jacaranda, thank you. I so appreciate that because I've been saying your name wrong. So Jacaranda, I think I'm saying it right now. Phonetically does help me. It was an English and literature and humanities major. You would think I would be better phonetically, but I grew up in that period where we did not learn how to speak phonetically. So it does help me a lot, though, to see names and words phonetically. Awakening with Susan says, hello, beautiful souls. This is exciting to see so many people being able to come on and be with us today. We are going to do our predictions for September today. That's because it's the last Friday of the month. Next Friday will be into September already. I can't believe how quickly the time is going. We will get a message also for the week or the month from one of my books, Phillip, the Master's Book of Answers by Phillip, my spirit guide. As you know, it's just a book of oracles, and we always get a message that tells us what's going on. I want to get started on the predictions for September because it's a little bit long. And Terry Taylor says, hello, everyone. It's so exciting to see all of you who can come live. And thank you for those of you who can't come live for watching us, for telling your friends, for thumbs up, and for your comments below. For our weekly videos that we do, I'm seeing hearts run up the screen here. I'm looking at the little screen. If I look here and over here, it's just easier to read because it's a bigger screen. So who's ever sending those hearts, thank you. But during the normal Fridays, we take your questions and we answer them. We ask that Sheila, thank you for your donation. So deeply appreciate that. I have taken off the ads off this channel. So if you see the ads on the last several months, the older videos do have the ads on them, but I thought this isn't good because they interrupt in the middle. If they were only at the beginning and the end, it would be okay, but interrupting in the middle isn't okay with me. So if you see them, let me know. But Sheila, thank you. Really appreciate that. But during on most Fridays, we answer your questions, esoteric questions that would be of interest to our entire audience. And then if you have private questions, just get a hold of me. Okay, you can do that. All that information is below. And Sheila says, from now on, I will donate at your website. Sheila, thank you so much. And all of those of you who do donate. Yes, just go right to the website. There's a donate page, and it's really helpful. I hear YouTube is taking some money. Yeah, YouTube will take money. Since I'm not supporting them with ads, I'm okay with that. That's just part of business, I guess. And even on my website, PayPal will take a little bit too. So anyway, I don't know how donations on YouTube work, but yes, they do. Anyway, here we go. Philip's predictions, Philip, my spirit guides, predictions for September. Erratic energy patterns continue to flourish around the world, but will seem to settle by the end of this month. That is not to say disturbing energy patterns will be over. It is to say there will be a period of calm before re-emergence. So the energy patterns are still erratic. They're going to calm down and then re-emerge. The erratic energy brings about severe weather, storms, winds, fires from nature, and fear and anger, depression, and a sense of sadness and heaviness in humans. To protect yourself from these destructive energies, be mindful. By this, we mean live in the awareness of your surroundings and take appropriate action. And be aware of your thoughts and take appropriate action. By this, we mean if a storm is brewing, you may not want to go for a walk. If you must go out, you may want to take a raincoat. With your thoughts, you are creating your life experiences. By being mindful and aware of your thoughts, you are able to experience peace in the midst of turmoil. Too often, humans are unaware of the weather coming and leave home without preparation for the coming storm. Then they blame others or nature for the storm instead of looking at their own lack of awareness. And you know, Philip's talking about more than a storm or Mother Nature there, right? He's talking about how we look at life. The practice of mindfulness helps to develop awareness and intuition, which then lets you know the storm is coming and helps you to be aware of the thoughts you are having that are creating your environment. He's not saying you can miss the storm, but he is saying be prepared for it. And you may choose to stay home instead of going out in the storm as well. This month, it will be important for those who are sensitive to rise above the fray. And if you're listening to my voice, you've heard me say it before. Studies show 15 to 20%. That's it. 15 to 20% of people are sensitive. So if you're listening, you're part of that sensitivity. And this is, as Philip says, this month it will be important for those who are sensitive to rise above the fray. Let the storms of nature and the storms of other humans pass. Hang on not to the fear or anger. This is not to say hide your head in lack of knowledge. It is to say be aware, but live not in the fear or angers of the world. Be guided by love, kindness, and empathy. For the U.S., expect more indictments, or at least one more from a source not yet fully in the news. And they're talking about indictments of the former President Trump. In Russia, there is great turmoil. There will be those who wish the world to not know of the turmoil, but it will be known anyway. Around the world, the people will be rising up against those who are or wish to be dictators. The tide has turned against them, although it may not yet seem like it. In New Zealand, there is a new respect for the indigenous people. How this respect is shown is not clear. It could be dedication of land or the dedication of a day. There is a ceremony involved. In British Columbia, the wildfires will continue, but will abate by early next month, if not the end of this month. Expect wildfires in Washington State, Oregon, California, and Montana as well. An unexpected earthquake is possible in Italy. I didn't even know there were earthquakes in Italy. Greece must be aware of tourist destruction of historic sites. Saudi Arabia will be in the news, especially with concern to U.S. politics and policies. Investigations not yet known to the public may become known this month. These investigations are about the family and ties of the former president, yes, Trump. A large wave is trying to form in the Pacific Ocean. If formed, it would harm the Asian coast and islands. A collective prayer of calming the waters will stop the giant wave from forming. We suggest all who hear this simply see the waters calm and the earth world at peace. Doing so will calm your life as well as help the energy of the third dimension. And when I was writing that, I really felt we want to try to calm the Pacific Ocean. Two reasons. One, there's something beneath it, like an old archaeological area, a dig or something, that does need to be seen. But we have to do that carefully and calmly, because if not, we're going to lose an island and the people on it. So we really want to calm the Pacific Ocean this month. This time of transformation is at hand for many. You are being asked to move into a deeper spiritual awareness. For some, this will be welcomed and relatively easy. For others, this will be most difficult, for they will be required to give up their beliefs, which are based in fear. This is a time when love must be held above all else, even when it seems love doesn't exist. Know there is only light with a capital L, because you bring it forth. I want to reread those last few paragraphs because I think they're so important. We suggest all who hear this simply see the waters calm and the earth world at peace, waters being the Pacific Ocean. Doing so will calm your life as well as help the energy of the third dimension. The time of transformation is at hand for many. You are being asked to move into a deeper spiritual awareness. For some, this will be welcomed and relatively easy. For others, this will be most difficult, for they will be required to give up their beliefs, which are based in fear. This is a time when love must be held above all else, even when it seems love doesn't exist. No, there is only light, because you bring it forth. All right. Sheila says, I heard YouTube is taking some money. Didn't know. YouTube does take a portion of what you donate. Yes, they do. I don't know what the portion is, but yes, they do. Jakarta, I'm sorry. Jakarta. Marie, forgive me. So true. Be aware, but stay in the heart. Yes. Sheila says, we are making contact with ETs. Yes, we are. I saw 1 month ago a black triangle. It was spinning and rotating. It didn't make any sound. It was 30 meters above the houses. Very strange, but not scary. And then I need to go back and look phonetically at your name. Jacaranda, thank you. So true. Be aware, but stay in the heart. We are making contact. Yes. Jacaranda. I need to write these down and have them ready, don't I? Says, I'm in Oregon, and the fires have made the sky so hazy, but also makes for beautiful sunrises. The Pacific Ocean, I feel more will come out about the Hawaiian fires. I pray and send love. Yes, I don't know that we're going to hear about the Hawaiian fires, the Maui fire just yet, but yes, there is more to come out, and I think it's going to come out a little bit at a time. Oregon, yeah, you're getting the fires. Sorry, kiddo. So much of Canada has burned this summer, and we hear British Columbia. But keep in mind, it's where the wildfires are. So if you're in Oregon and Seattle, for example, you will get the smoke, but you probably won't have the fire around you. It feels like it's more Yeah, there could be some along the coast, but it feels like it's more up in the areas, up up the hills, up the where it's drier. Sheila says strange times. Yes, very strange. I have to say, I knew about the wildfires because I used to live in California, and I lived at the ocean area and sailed a lot, but still, the fires would come down the mountains or the hills and even get out into the ocean, and they do make for beautiful sunsets and sunrises, but they're not good for life. Wildfires. So let's send our love. They're not good for humans either. All right, let's get our message, shall we? And I thank you for those of you who tell me how to say your names phonetically that I have trouble with. And forgive me for not memorizing it immediately. It is so much easier in person. It really is. All right, here we go. We're just going to flip through, and that's where we're stopping. I am hearing left, but I'm also hearing a strong right. So if you heard left, that means our intuition's in sync. If you heard right, that's a message you need to pay special attention to. Awakening with Susan says, sound surrounding all in love and light. Thank you for sharing your gifts and wisdom, Diana. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the love all of you send to the world. It's so important. Okay, here is our message for the month. And this is page 282, and it, of course, is right on. Tomorrow's reality is created by today's thoughts. Tomorrow's reality is created by today's thoughts. So what Phillip is telling us when he makes predictions, what we're looking at is where the energy is the strongest. And where the energy is the strongest, this is most likely what's going to happen. Just because this is where the energy is the strongest. And so that can change. So if we're seeing like the big wave or the beginning of a tsunami in the Pacific Ocean, that's happening that's the prediction because the energy is there. But we can change that by our thoughts and our prayers and our sending peace and seeing the ocean waters calm. Sheila says, thank you, Diana. Thank you. Thank you so much, Diana. You're a true light. Love to all of you. And again, I'm going to have to look phonetically at Chakaranda. I'm going to have to memorize that. Forgive me for being so slow today about it. If you heard right, this is a message you need to pay attention to. You can have everything. You may have to pay a price, however. You can have everything. You may have to pay a price, however. But remember, tomorrow's reality is created by today's thoughts. And I would add to that, by today's emotions, by today's actions. So, my friends, see your own life in peace and love. And again, Phillip says that's not about hiding our heads in the sand, but that's about seeing what is taking place and where we can say a simple prayer and change it. I want to give you some homework. Those of you who work with me privately know I love homework. That's the old educator in me. And here's the homework. What I want you to do is when you're out and about and you come across a person or a situation that's a little difficult, you simply say, let's say the person maybe just wasn't kind. And you simply say, bless you. And then you also repeat to yourself, bless me. Now, sometimes we may have to start this through gritted teeth. Bless you, bless me, bless you, bless me. You will start feeling in your body, you will start feeling just that simple, bless you, bless me, or whatever words you want to say. It may be love you, love me, but you will feel the energy changing. It's really what I call magical miracles, feeling that energy change in your own body. And as you feel that energy change in your body, you will feel the energy changing between the two of you. The other person might not get it. It doesn't matter. But usually if there's tension between you two and you simply think, bless you, bless me, love you, love me, whatever words you choose, you will feel the other person calming down. But you have to first. All right, my friends. Love seeing all of you so often. Um, love having you live. Love talking with you. And love this time with each of you. I hate to almost say goodbye. And Awakening with Susan has a great idea. She says, when I have a hard time with names, I sing them so I remember. I love that. I think that's a great idea. You know, Piper hasn't minded my singing in the shower. My kitties did. So I will sing when no one's listening. That's a great idea. I also find walking helps. And those of you who spell your names phonetically, if I'm having trouble with it, I thank you deeply. I do. I thank each and every one of you who are able to come. You touch me so deeply for being here, and I thank you. And Susan's laughing out loud. Good. Laughter adds love to the world. Thank you for the love you all add to the world. Thank you for the love you give to me and to little Piper, who moved over into her corner. And thank you for the love you receive from us. See you next week, if not before. Sheila says goodbye, sweet Diana. Oh, thank you. You guys sustain me. Your love, your sweetness, your words. And there she is. Talk with you soon. Love you.